I'm also going to get a little bit deeper on inheritance and derived components and how we're going to be using them within this project. So we're going to have a combat interface class that is going to be a part of the bullet. The bullet class will very likely be a moving version of the combat interface class. Combat interface is going to know about buildings, and as you saw above, it will also know about units. But in this case, it's going to know about buildings, and it will call take damage on the buildings. Through the use of inheritance and derived components, we'll be able to create derivative components of an opponent castle, player castle, and tower class. The way that this is going to work is we will create the opponent castle an override die and player castle an override die. The bullet will send a damage to the building component, and these two castles will both take damage and when they die call the appropriate scripts within a game state manager that will control what happens during a player win or lose condition. In the case of a tower, what we will do is derive from a building component, but towers, rather than having a special behavior when the building dies, it will use the default death behavior, but it will add a trigger enter to detect an enemy unit and run an attacking sequence. So this will be additive. The building will be able to have health and take damage and die, but additionally it will be able to attack back. And the tower will then create a bullet prefab which has a combat interface which will enable it to attack the units back through a common interface.